Hey everyone, this is going to be a video about healing heroic dungeons, but more importantly it's going to be about what playing well means. Playing well doesn't mean doing high DPS, damage just doesn't matter much in dungeons and to some extent even normal mode raids. What playing well means is being aware of what is going on and reacting or preparing for each situation. For example, if you're a tank and you know a lot of ads are going to spawn soon, but you don't save any of your AoE abilities, then you won't be able to pick them up as soon as they spawn, so they will start spreading around, attacking the healer most probably. Playing well also means understanding the mechanics, but that doesn't mean having to do a boss 100 times. What I'm referring to are the mechanics of the game, more than the mechanics of a specific boss. The common examples people give are running out of fire and don't stand in front of a boss. You might have noticed when sometimes a boss turns to face a player and starts to cast something, that a good player will already be moving out, now when they are already on fire and at half HP. Those are pretty lame examples, so here's a better one. Sometimes a ranged mob just comes out of a CC. He doesn't get CC'd again and starts wailing on the healer because the tank didn't notice it. If the healer already is at half HP, he could easily die now. What I like to do is stand on top of him and drop a smoke bomb. This makes the mob stop casting and run towards us, so the tank will probably notice and pick him up. Okay, enough about that, time for some clips. Here I queued for Heroic Grim Battle, my favorite Kata 5-man, and you can see someone already died. This guy is really ignoring what's going on in the fight and just trying to heal through it. So you can see from the circle of fire that an ad is about to spawn very close to the healer and the hunter, and I know they're not gonna move until it's too late, so I'm gonna get close and get ready to stun it. If he does target me, then I'll just cloak and let it explode because I won't take any damage. This next clip, I'm trying to snare both ads, but because I only have 1 point in Deadly Brew, it's not reliable enough, so I change my poisons during the fight. I put Crippling Poison on my off hand so I can shiv it, and Deadly on my main hand so I can still do Envenom. I will lose a lot of damage this way, but like I said, damage isn't really important in 5-mans. Notice how I leave the Shadow Gale early when it still has about halfway to go. Because I'm at full HP and I have Feint up, a couple of ticks of it won't put me in any danger, and it will allow me to snare the ads much sooner. Okay, now for some healing clips. For all these clips I want to use full PvP gear, but because I only had 6 pieces, I decided to wear those, and for the other 8 slots, just completely unequip any item. I feel that a lot of people don't really understand how healing works and especially how gear affects healing, so maybe this video would shed some light on that. I would say about 80% of the mana I spend in random bug just goes to correcting people's mistakes. In my real gear, which is about 373 item level, I could be doing a boss with one group where I have to heal non-stop doing like 17, even 20k HPS until I run out of mana, and with another group that plays well, even if they have low DPS, I'm almost AFK and finishing with full mana. So I zone in Heroic Deadmines, that's about halfway through, and I can see they must have wiped at least once or twice because there's quite a few skeletons on the ground. So they're probably not very happy to see me in this gear. They are avoiding most of the damage they should be avoiding, so this is basically a breeze. It's just a bit annoying because the top of the stairs creates line of sight. Here we are in phase 2, when the boss does more damage and adds spawn faster, so I pop 3 just in case. You also notice how the mage deep freezes one of the adds, so it doesn't get to us. Boss goes down, easy. This next short clip, some people left, so we're waiting for the others to catch up. It's just a thanks to the rogue for throwing a blind on the ad, who was wailing on us instead of just tunneling his target. Right, Cookie. Fun boss. I give them a very basic tip that every raider worth their salt should understand. It's just look out for yourself. Even though the rogue doesn't cloak, which would have been safer, he still sprints out and I get a chance to heal him up before he dies. I feel that a lot of people just tunnel the boss and don't look out for themselves. If both the tank and the DPS are low on HP, well, you know, guess who I'm gonna heal first? We even get an achievement in this dungeon. Okay, so here we are in ZA. This boss gives you unlimited mana, so that takes care of that. The fun thing about not wearing all that gear is not that you lose stats like Int or Spirit, but that your HP is so low that you have to use the cooldowns to survive when it would normally not be a problem. This last clip is going to be the full video of the boss, and I'll just leave you guys to watch it. This time the tank is a blood DK in mostly blues, and they make a few big mistakes, and so do I. I should have dispelled those dots instead of healing them. And to make things worse, the Boomy DCs just as we pull, so that makes our average DPS only about 10k. On a final note, I wanted to mention that playing with average players, or god forbid, pugging raids, feels a lot like trying to mindlessly follow a script Blizzard prepared for us, if that makes any sense. It feels like jumping through hoops. But playing with my guild is much more fluid and straightforward. It's actually similar to PvPing with a good partner. In fact, I think that's what makes WoW fun. If the game really was mindless hoop jumping exercises that some people say it is, I would just stop playing and play something else. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you soon.